the day the hawk let me get close. If you feel like you're not progressing in your craft, you're probably doing it right. I believe that the best things in life take longer than we want, and that's not a flaw. I like to photograph hawks. There's two that stay in our area. I have the whole neighborhood looking out for me. They'll send me texts and let me know where they spotted them, and then I'll grab my tripod and my camera and I head out to try to get a picture of them. Now, to begin with, when I started this process, the hawks were scared of me. They wouldn't let me get very close. So I learned, okay, they're going to fly before I can even get, if they spot me, they're going to fly. So I started setting my tripod up and getting a picture or two. Then I would try to move a little bit closer and get a couple more pictures. A little bit closer, a couple more pictures. I basically would pick the tripod up, and then just the length of the tripod, I would sit it back down and then tilt it back forward. Then I would take one step forward, and then I would get some more shots. Took forever, took a lot of patience, but it paid off. For one, it didn't scare them, and then they gradually got to learn that I wasn't there to hurt them. So they finally got to where they would let me get close to them and get some pretty decent shots. Let me show you, here's one shot that I got pretty close, but then I was able to move and get an even closer shot. See how much closer that is than the previous one? And then this one is just to demonstrate patience. Let me find it. Here it is. So that, I chased him all day long. He kept flying from location, location, location. And then finally, I was trying to catch him in flight. So I finally timed it just perfect. Now the cameras now, they've got the fast shutter speed. So you just hold it down and let the camera do the shutter burst. And you can get a shot like this. But I realized that he, would kind of squat down and then jump up. So I caught him, so you can even see the snow under his feet where he jumped when he was in flight. And then I got the next shots after him actually flying and flapping his wings. So patience does pay off. But the problem is that we expect fast validation. So people try to solve that by jumping styles, or by buying new gear, or by posting consistently, hoping that something will hit. And why is that way not working? Because mastery grows quietly. It takes a long time, a lot of practice to master a skill. So here are 3 steps that you can follow. The first one, show up repeatedly. How much practice does Steph Curry put in so that he can make that game-winning shot? He doesn't just show up on game day and realize, okay, I'm ready to go. No, he's practiced hours upon hours upon hours all week long before the game ever took place, every single day. It's the same thing with photography. The second step is observe more than you chase. Stop being so desperate and start being patient. I didn't win the Hawks' confidence over quickly. It took months and months of practice to get to where they trusted me enough to get some really good shots of them. So the third step is let trust build naturally. And that's trust with yourself and trust with your subject. So give yourself a break. I know there were several times that, he took off and I was just in amazement watching him and didn't push the shutter and didn't get the shot. So I was just beating myself up like, I cannot believe you did that. I can't believe you got stuck standing there watching, not participating in the activity. And also, never quit. Quitting is a learned behavior. If you don't believe me, think about babies. Babies go from just lying in their crib to sitting to standing, well, actually, to crawling, then to standing, then to walking, then to running. But as adults, we expect to go from a lying position to running. We want to skip all those steps in between and just get to the instant gratification. That's why I think that the longer it takes for you to achieve it, the happier you become and the prouder you are in your skill. So consistency works and it creates confidence, not the other way around. Patience isn't passive, it's powerful. Thank you so much for taking time to watch this video. It really does mean the world to me. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you thought about this video and what struggles you're having with photography. I'll see you tomorrow. You don't want to miss the next video.